Goel from Regional Institute of Ophthalmology, PGIMS, Rohtak, and my presentation is on unilateral atypical retinitis pigmentosa in a 65-year-old female. So retinitis pigmentosa is a hereditary disorder which is a degeneration of retina, and it mainly affects the rods. It is a progressive deterioration in vision, and it most likely presents with night blindness, which is bilateral and symmetrical. However, there are about 100 case reports reported worldwide, which makes it a little rare. And the pathomechanism behind this is somatic mutation, genetic mosaicism, and no familial transmission has been reported. There is this Francois and Verisets criteria for unilateral retinitis pigmentosa, according to which there should be the characteristic finding of RP only in one eye, and the other eye should have normal fundus and ERG findings. We also have to exclude other causes which might simulate RP-like changes, which are infections, vascular causes, and inflammatory causes. And there should be a sufficient interval of around 5 years to rule out other RP-like changes in the other eye. So our patient was a 65-year-old female with painless progressive diminution of vision in the right eye. She had a history of cataract surgery in left eye with normal night vision, peripheral and color vision. There was no history of trauma, infection, inflammation, cancer or similar complaints in the family. On examining the right eye, the BCVA was 3/60. The anterior segment had grade 1 senile cataract. The fundus showed pale waxy optic disc, arterial attenuation, and bony spicules in the superior retina. The visual fields had residual small central island of vision, and the ERG showed markedly diminished rod and cone response. The left eye findings were all within normal limit, and the eye was pseudophakic. So these are the fundus pictures. In the right eye, you can see the pale waxy optic disc, arteriolar attenuation, and bony spicules. So what next? In such a case, we should not do the cataract surgery because cataract is not a definite cause of loss of vision. The patient has to be counseled regarding the poor visual prognosis in the right eye, and the patient is advised to come for a long-term follow-up. We can also start vitamin A in such patients. However, the procarcinogenic effect of vitamin A is already known, so we did not start this in our patient. And the take home message is that such patients should undergo 6 monthly follow up for at least 5 years to assess the progression of condition and to see any similar changes in the fellow eye. And we also have to rule out other causes of similar presentation, which might be due to trauma, infections like chickenpox, rubella, syphilis, toxoplasmosis, measles, and CMV. Inflammation, retained metallic foreign body, vascular occlusion as in CRO, cancer-associated pigmentary retinopathy, and retinal toxicity, which can be drug-induced. Thank you.
Dr. Supriya, would you like to ask some questions?
I think Supriya has lost connection. Supriya, are you there? Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So, have you done your OCT pictures of this patient? Have you? This was just a clinical diagnosis. Your do you have your ERG? Do you have your OCT?
Ma'am, ERG was done from outside. I do not have the pictures, and OCT we did not do. It was basically a clinical diagnosis.
Okay, okay. No, for the vision 3/60, of course, you have your fields, you have the disc pallor, but sometimes even with a picture like this, they retain good vision. So, unless, can you show your fundus photograph?
Yes, ma'am.
Unless there's like, some kind of foveal thinning. Yeah, which probably may be here. That can probably account for the loss of vision. So doing an OCT, OCT macular and OCT angiography would help in these patients.
Okay, ma'am.
What was the grade of the cataract, Apurva?
Ma'am, it was NS1.
All right. So I mean, considering the fact that it was just nuclear sclerosis 1, you opted not to kind of consider a cataract surgery, and especially with this particular feature behind on the retina.
Yes, ma'am.
But would you take up a cataract surgery if the cataract is denser?
Ma'am, we would have considered. If it was like NS3 or 4, we would have taken up.
Take it up, cataract surgery.
Would be guarded prognosis consent.
Yes. Okay.
So we have a small case series in whom we've actually seen worsening, drop in vision post cataract surgery in these patients.
Yes,
So this was a good call to not operate
not operate. Yes.
cataract. Yes, Dr. Sonal.
That's why I asked her the nuclear sclerosis. I said a lot of times we jump onto cataract surgeries in such patients, not realizing that, they will have further loss of vision. So it's better to hold on till you actually go into a dense cataract where you have to operate.
Right.